So, Arvind, why don't you start by introducing yourself? Like, where are you based out of? What do you do?
Yeah, hi Mansi. So I'm from Chennai and I've been helping people with diabetes to get out of diabetes and its medication. So I have been doing it. I've not started with diabetes and I have actually came to you, right? I've been creating content, generating views, likes, followers, all those stuffs, but
Hmm.
I'm not getting any satisfied leads. And and I've been that's the time when I've started. I've been actually working in IT profession for the 5 years, and I have quit IT job because I thought that I can convert with those followers into money,
Hmm.
all those likes and followers, comments into money by just hey, if who don't think that
Yeah.
you you have so much followers, if you ask, they will come and lead to you. But unfortunately, that doesn't happen for the
Yeah.
first 2 months, and it hit me hard, like, but I had like one thing I need to obviously do it work. So
Right.
what I thought was it didn't work, but people are doing money and also getting leads and getting more money from that than what even they're doing less work, but are not, but they're getting a lot more good leads, they're paying good money for the same work that I've been doing.
Hmm.
So that's when exactly I start to land booked a call with Pratham, actually, to be honest. And had sat with the call with Pratham, and 45 minutes call it went. And he exactly told that, brother, what you're charging, I thought that like at that time 20K was high ticket. That
Yeah.
was my ticket.
I remember
So
that.
so I actually told that like, hey, my ticket price is 20K and people are asking for that split and I'm giving for that split. So the revenue even it's 20K, but the cash collection is only 4K per
Hmm.
month. And in the next month, they would not pay their second split because they lost the motivation just because. But I have put my entire work in that month to get the diet chart, workouts, keeping on tracking and everything. People saw me like, let's just work. Okay, why should I do it and everything? So they never came back, and it was like very tiring process for me. Just to earn 50K per month, I need to take 10 clients per month. Every 10 clients
To earn 50,000 rupees?
to earn 50,000, I just need to take 10 clients, and all these 10 clients I need to follow up multiple times, and they will ask for a discount, and then they'll ask for a split, and then they'll say that I'll give you referral, you give me at this price for me, why don't you do this price, what is, oh, they'll ask some, there's one client that asked me for breakup, why
Hmm.
do you even charge for 24K for 6 months,
Hmm.
and even I gave you 6K, can you round it off to 5K? And
Yeah.
on that paying month, second month referral, I still remember, she paid me 3.5K and then said that like this month is a little bit tight for him, and then he'll pay it in the next upcoming months with adding up. That's
You used
when
to,
like,
so you used to do pretty much all the grunt work in the first month, and then the remaining
yes,
months you have
yeah,
no
that,
certainty whether they
yeah,
earn.
it's like they literally have the playbook to do everything, and I have given everything, but at for a 1/6 of the cost for the same work. So it felt like little bit I'm doing something wrong. People would always be like that. So I'm I need something kind of a mentor who just guide me. I don't like believe on like say that hey, uh you just do this, do this, do this, and don't understand anything. That's not how it actually works, because when you run a business, you need to know what is happening, why it's happening, and everything.
Right.
I've been hearing a lot of people's, lot of agencies, what all they have told us, hey, you don't do anything, you don't even move the needle. Whatever we do, whatever we tell you do, you will get the results. And they're not like helping me, they are creating a dependency, like literally. Like I never felt that way with UAbility from the call itself.
Hmm.
So you guys have the modules to learn by yourself. And
Right.
that's and also you tell Pratham was the thing that Pratham told me on the call. Hey brother, you should not give any splits for 24K. 24K itself a split, so they should be paying it upfront. and 24K for 6 months, it's very low. I was thinking, okay, then I should be raising for price by 6K for 30K. Mm. And Pratham, after paying on the call, Pratham told me that, brother, 30K is not even high ticket. You can put more work on that and then you can charge more. I
Absolutely.
was I was not still confident at that point. How that could be same followers,
Mm.
same me. How could I get like people who can't bargain for 30K? What I thought was like even if they're paying me for 24K, that's a win-win for me. That's why when even if you look on my onboarding form, I would have mentioned like I don't know whether I would really make that thing work or not.
Yeah,
You
that's our
exactly.
section. It's mentioned also, and I very, very clearly remember also whether or not this price point people are going to pay me that high ticket price or not. You clearly mentioned that. I remember.
Yeah, on the day one, I didn't have any confidence, like because I had not started any work. I just got like some conviction towards the thing.
Yeah.
So you always build the confidence once you get into the car and started to drive, not before you do, right? So then, after days goes, I had lot of calls with um, Pratham. At the time, PS Fires, I think so.
Mm.
So they all helped me to build a business model canvas.
Right.
I was clueless. Like, bro, I just came for sales. I need money. Why should I do this first and waste my time in this for weeks? So then what it all eventually got get to understand that hey, this is the foundation. If you don't have fundamental things right, no matter what, you are a better salesman, you can't do better at marketing and you can't better get sales. Like so that I understand that okay, this is the one that need to be done and sloshed. That was one of the most powerful assets of UAbility that I would tell. So with that, I could able to understand the clients and the same the same followers, same reach,
Mm.
same me, same content. But this time when I just flipped into this BMC on top of the sloshed, it's something like became like a magic. Oh, same clients are now sitting with the call and they've been not bargaining the price. They're saying that, hey, bro, how can we move forward? How can the most things that we discuss on the call is how can we move forward with this? Do you have credit card like EMA options are great?
Right.
I can go with both that. So they pay with me like using the credit card or like the GP or anything. But most of the cash collection was like full. Even if I give some splits, the split itself will be a 32,000, 30,000, or like that. And
Yeah.
eventually they're paying me the second split as well. So this is the thing that I have got it from UAbility. And right now I can confidently say that I can handle all these things on my own. I'm pretty sure you're not created any dependency in that way. And the reason why I've been still with you even after this 3 months, 5 months. It's been 1 year. Actually, like
Almost.
it's 1 year, 2 months.
Yeah.
Exactly. So the reason why I still with UAbility is you guys you guys help me to learn business a lot more different angles, how it will be. And all these coaching calls, I'm hearing people saying that like their problems and which saves me time. If someone having the same problem and getting a solution, and I would also have the problem in future
Right.
if typically they are with my health fitness or industry itself, so I'll just be prepared for that as well. And there is one situation occurred. There is in Pratham sales call, there is one of a guy who has been having issues with people are telling that more about AI can do that, AI can do that, AI can do that. And
Mm.
I thought that I wouldn't get that, but I was little bit prepared like what he told and everything. With that, on the next week, exactly after that call, I had same objection. Hey, what's the difference between A can also give the diet chart, A can also do that. So that's where I got to learn from all these other people's problem to my problems as well, like be prepared for the problems that before occur.
Honestly,
So
this
that
is
was
a
something.
very nice point that a lot of people don't realize, and I'm very happy that you actually brought it up that on these clinics, you don't just get your answers solved. Of course, you get to learn a lot of things from what mistakes others are also making. So, yeah, absolutely on point. These are like
Yes.
some of the minor points that a lot of things people overlook and all that.
No, that's not actually a minor point. That's actually the major point that I would say. Let's say I'm having one problem today, I'm solving it for myself today. That's that's good. But if I can know the future problems that I can get, like
Yeah.
someone is getting the same problem in health niche today in a sales objection, that would eventually come up in a matter of 10 to 15 leads. Obviously, that's what the trend looks like. That was people's strength and everything, right? So by entering into this call, these things are like making big changes, and I have observed the value from me. That's why I specifically say that, and it happened to me. So yeah, that way I'm really glad that it helped me in a lot faster way to learn the create be prepared for the things that would come in the future as well,
Yeah.
both in terms of marketing and sales and everything.
That's awesome. I love that. So tell me a few more things. I know all the things that you've tried in the past, all the agency that was creating like dependency on their program. But what really pulled the trigger for you to join UAbility? What was like the that one aha moment like point for you?
The thing is, he like Pratham on the calls. See, the entire magic happened with Pratham. To be
Mhm.
honest, Pratham is something having is he's having something magic wand in his hands. I don't know what is that. So the first, I to be honest, I literally don't know uh, what's the price, anything. I really don't have like before even some agencies they charged me less with a higher money, but
Mm,
what I was exactly looking out for, who can solve my problem. My problem exactly is I need to know what is really happening in the business and what should I do. It's not someone like should take care of that,
right.
because I believe that if someone is getting taking care of entire things, that would not be that I can't able to run the show for after that.
It won't
Even
give
though,
you the opportunity to learn.
yeah, like I can't able go and tell my workers or employees that hey, this is the why reason why that we do, this is the reason why that we do, so you should not do that. I don't have any call, so I'll be blank, so blank. So that's one thing that I felt good with UAbility, and that's what the difference thing like. And to be honest, everyone works on the marketing, but nobody helps them to get improved at sales and improve the sales numbers, show up rate, and do the constraint analysis that we do.
Right.
So I had a word with one of the my friend who got enrolled into some kind of agency. What they did is they just told that hey, you didn't do sales. They did marketing, run ads, and bought leads and everything. His point was the leads was not qualified. Their point was you didn't do the better sales. You're not good at sales. So there's
Mm.
a conflict happening, and you can't judge like who is right, who's wrong.
It's their word
So,
versus your friend's word.
yes, exactly. So I was like bit confused. I can't believe them, and I can't also believe him. Like, what's happening? There's something ruckus is happening in between them, and that's literally cascade.
Mm.
And I also want to get improved in sales as well. So in Pratham, in UAbility, Pratham was one of the major part who improved me on sales. I would be joining on the initial. Right now, I'm not joining on the course because I got like good much of information, but I would be joining again. But yeah, eventually joining initial in the initial days, I'd be joining all of his calls and hearing other people's objection and other people's mistakes also, and it improved me on sales as well. So whenever I have something problem with you, Ajay, and anyone else, bro, you have a problem with sales, you should go a lot more of sales clinic. You should
Mm.
get your calls reviewed. So there is nothing happening like, hey, you're not doing this. I mean, you guys always giving an actionable step of after every meeting. So that made me okay. So this is where we need to focus so that we can improve the sales. We can improve the marketing. It's a marketing issue. It's a lead issue. So all these things. It's not something like, hey, you do this work, I do this work. No. So
Mm.
it's everything under the thing like leads, quality of leads, sales, conversions. Everything is in an entire program. So that's what made me to get into UAbility. Sales plus marketing. So both combined is the thing that would work. Who would just, if you get into sales, they will tell that hey, your leads are not good. If you just get into marketing, they would say hey, your sales is not good. So it
Right.
will happen, eventually happen. So that's what it's not. I saw with UAbility. I don't really see anything that's not to say no for. It's a no brainer, to be honest.
Awesome. Great. So tell me a little bit more about your first client win ever. What was that moment for you when it all became like, okay, this is actually doable. This is like real. So
Exactly. So what we did is, since I do have a huge amount of followings and everything, like you told me to put a reel on Instagram,
yeah.
saying that hey, I'm doing this service. If you want, come and book a call with me. I thought that the leads are going to be the same way and everything.
Mm,
Yeah, but they are initially they were. But
mm,
after that, I started to apply that filtering process, grading, application grading, and everything system. Then I could able to potentially see that three people out of that 100 who are really potential to pay for me at that price point and for that pain. And I sat a call with them, and in the first post itself, we converted for 45K. We converted for three leads. In the
yeah,
first post itself, that's what I started to believe. It started to working. So yeah, it will work. So we need to do it in the right way. So that's when it started to move, and that's when I got confidence. The conviction became confidence after that first post and the three conversions that happened.
yeah.
And in the first three conversions itself, all were all were paid in full through
Awesome.
45K. They all were paid in full in the first client itself, first thing itself. And I have just invested 3 weeks into that program at that part of time. And exactly Pratham told me on the sales call that, hey brother, you just need 3 weeks to time to settle all these foundation things, and then you will start to make sales. That's my promise. So I thought that like, yeah, they will tell that, but it eventually not happen. They come up with some reasons, but it eventually not. I didn't had any some bad experiences till now.
That's amazing. So, what was the hard part about all of this? Like, what did you really have to unlearn to that you were doing before to change how you are operating right now? What were the major things that you really had to unlearn?
Bias.
Sorry, what?
Bias.
Bias. Okay.
Yes. Okay. So initially, like, um, what I would do is like I would see their profession. Like let's say they're IT profession,
Mm,
or they are from some Chennai, they are from some metropolitan cities.
mm,
So they only would be able to pay for me that at that much price point.
mm.
So that's my, to be honest, that's my bias at that part of time. So eventually after getting into your ability and doing all the sales call stuff and the pain point extraction and all these things, I thought that money is not really constraint for people, to be honest.
Right.
Whoever it may be, if they do have a pain, and they will pay for me. And I have experienced it in a lot. Well, there are clients who paid me by getting some loan, by breaking their PF account, by breaking their stocks, mutual funds, credit cards. Some people who had pledged their goals against a loan, and then they got some money, and then they paid me back, and then they got some friends. There are a lot of ways. I thought that people only who have fatty bank account would pay me, but that's not the case. People who don't have a fatty bank account will also pay. They will able to find a pay, make a payment for you.
Right.
So I did have a lot of bias like that. This is one of the major thing that I have done. From then, what I'm really seeing, look, is they're whether they're not having money or not, whether they have a pain or not, how deep the
Exactly.
pain is. So that's the bias actually that turned me like all the observations. From there, right now, I could able to convert a lot of deals. Who doesn't love money when it comes from, who doesn't love money?
That's absolutely true. If somebody has a pain point, I think finances are never the issue. They can always
Yeah,
figure.
yeah, that's the one. That's a bias that I had like previously. Like they only would be pay, they would be only pay. And I also thought that if I can able to do a lot more stuff, that doesn't mean that I should do a lot more stuff. I should pick one niche for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so initially, like while on the BMC, this happened. I think with you or someone else on a call. I just asked. I think I had this conversation with you. Hey, I'm good at treating thyroid, fatty liver, all these things. Why should I pick one niche regarding just diabetes? I can, let's say, if I just say diabetes, just people, 5 people come. If I add just thyroid, another 5 people come. But eventually, it will. I was so dumb at that point of time, but it will not work like that way, right?
Yeah,
So that was one of the bias. Like if you are good at something, you should be doing it for all people. No, you should be specialized in one niche so that you can target, speak, and do marketing and get sales. And in process wise as well, in terms of my back end processes, that's also become so simpler.
yeah.
So, and they pay me money for, and today at this point of, before I was getting leads, I will get for weight gain, weight loss, cholesterol, sugar, thyroid, gut health, lot more. You can write it, and there will be no space would be required in the, even in the wall. But when I started to switch to diabetes, I thought that my lead volume would reduce and no people would come. Only two people, only two leads would come. How would I would survive with that? But it eventually it was not the case. Like when I started to sound specifically for diabetes, I'm attracting a lot more diabetes. There, you know that there are some 4,400 leads sitting on my VSL lead sheet itself.
Right.
So I never thought that that would actually work. But it is a one thing that's also of a bias. Like, okay, so that's why I say bias. Like that can be constrained in all these things.
Yes, absolutely. Now you are an expert in one thing, like
Yeah.
Arvind, diabetes reversal coach.
Yes.
Nice. And where are you like right now when it comes to your revenues, clients, how you change things operationally?
So in terms of revenue, we have been doing consistent. We have maximum did like 4.32, I think 4.32 or 4 plus something with its maximum revenue that we have done.
Mm,
And eventually in the month, we'll obviously do to anywhere between 2.5 to 3 ish, like close to that's the constant range from starting of thing program to till now. So it's
mm,
constantly happening, and we've been constantly improving the sales and everything. So last year when I was trying to come with UAbility, I have just worked on the finance and everything for the May month for ITR and everything, right? So it came to exactly 20 lakh.
okay.
I just got escaped with GST. But
Nice.
eventually, I don't think so. I can't escape from this month, this year.
I yeah, I don't think so too.
I need to have that problem for sure.
Yeah. That's a good problem to have.
That's a good problem to have, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. So I'm trying to have that problem from this year. And my target for this year is 40 lakhs. And I'm pretty sure that I will be able to do that. That too with this mastermind, and I can easily able to do that with
Yeah,
Giant's call and everything. It just me
absolutely.
need to put work. If we put work, obviously I'm going to get it. I do have that blind confidence right now. It's not a conviction, it's a blind confidence.
Nice. So apart from business, and I know the numbers, the growth, I've personally watched you grow from day one till here, everything. But business completely aside, what does this entire growth means to you personally?
Oh, so eventually, like if I wouldn't have, let's say if I not joined on your ability, let's consider that situation. At that month, I just had 30,000 in my bank
Mm,
account. So for that, your ability me all payments, I'll break my stocks, mutual funds, and broke the. That was the exact thing that I had in my bank account. So just think of like that's what the entire money that I have as a savings to has a backup when things doesn't work. And I
mm,
put everything into the exact program for just 1 month. If as like Pratham told, if I didn't close any leads after 3 weeks,
mm,
I would not be here right now. I would be really need to go for another work as well. But it eventually not didn't happen.
mm.
So I took that risk. Obviously, it's a risk for me, but I took that risk and I worked hard, and it obviously paid me the good money right now. Right now, I don't think so. In the next 1 year, I'm going back to work anything. Like even if things doesn't go, I didn't earn 1 rupee for the next 1 year. I can't. I don't still go for work. That's the position we are right now. So in that space, I'm very confident. But if that doesn't happen, I didn't join. I should have started going searching for a job in April or May, that point itself.
I'm so glad you did not, and I never ever see you doing a job anytime in your life. So, right. Okay, I just have one final question. If, say, anybody was watching this video,
Hmm.
exactly where you were, say 1 year, 2 months back, what would you tell them?
Just trust the process. You will eventually be there. I know, like, see, like, not everybody can't be like the same person. I can't. You might not have the same story as like me, but if you are confident enough, if you are
Mhm.
ready to putting your work enough, obviously it is going to pay you results. That I'm for sure, because I don't really believe that if someone really put works, shows up to the clinic, shows up to the marketing calls, and all, go through all those modules, do what exactly you tell to do, I think there is no chances of people failing in this program. But if people started to think, there are some, obviously some people, like I do have some people in my coaching programs. They come for me, paying for me, but they don't follow specifically things that what I tell. I tell something, they do something on their own because they thought that this is what right them for them. If
Yeah,
you just put them, close their eyes, ears, and everything, and just follow what giant you Rohan is telling, following to do, then for sure they will be on that specific me as me or better than me as them, for sure. Why not? Why there should be a limit?
that's awesome, and so nice to hear all of these things from you. So honestly, I'm personally super proud of your journey. I've seen the biggest growth from where you started to where you are right now, and of course we have still like a long way to go. So
Yep,
yeah, yeah,
for
cool,
sure.
awesome. Thank you so much.
Okay, Mansi. Yeah, bye.
All right.